Hello, welcome to Java Programming Tutorials, Chapter 22, Part 1, Interface in Java, brought to you by Ankpro Technologies. My name is Harish. So in this session, we are going to learn about the interface concept in Java. So before starting with the interface, let me recall like what we done in the last sessions. We learned about something called abstraction. So what is abstraction? Abstraction is the process or mechanism where we hide the implementation details and we just show the functionality to the end user. And to achieve the abstraction, we made use of the abstract class. Okay, but using abstract class we can achieve the partial abstraction, but if I need to implement the complete abstraction, okay, then I need to make use of a concept called interface. So what is interface? Interface is a blueprint of a class. So in a sense it can have the methods and variables like a class, but the methods which are present inside the interface are abstract by default, and the variables are public, static and final by default. So this is what about the interface is. So coming to the next slide, this is how we'll define the interface. So here I have an interface called Printable, and it is having a method int num equal, it's having a variable num, the value is 20 assigned to it, and have a method, but the method, you can observe very clearly, it does not have a implementation, it is having just only the definition. So any class inheriting this, okay, or taking this interface should provide implementation to that method. So let me show you how to achieve that and how to achieve a full abstraction in Java. So let me go here to my Eclipse, and now let me define the interface. So I'll take the interface. So interface name is Printable. So the interface name is, or like details. So now I need to create a method. So let me take the thing what is present here exactly, like int is equal to 20, and also the method void demo. So now what I do is, okay, I will implement this interface to this class sample. So how can I do that? I have to make use of implement keyword. Okay, implements implements what it's going to implement details. Okay, so now it's up to this sample class to provide the implementation to this demo method. So when I over on that, you can observe very clearly it's having like add unimplemented methods. When I click on that, it's going to provide the implementation to this method. So let me show you how to do that. When I over on that, I'll click on this. So it's, you can observe very clearly it has provided a definition to this public void demo. So it has provided the curly braces. So let me write the definition for it. System I am a demo method. So now what I do is I'll just call this demo method here. Now I can call that demo method here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just create an object of that sample. S is equal to new sample. So now what I'll do is I'll tell like s dot num. So I'll make use of, before that I'll tell s dot demo. So apart from that, what I can do is I can just make use of this thing. I can make use of this thing to print s dot num. So now when I run this piece of code, you can observe very clearly it's printing 20 and I am a demo method. So this is what we call interface. Okay, in this interface you can observe here we have a method definition but not the implementation, and also have a variable num. So by default this method is an abstract method, and this is a it will be having public, static and final things assigned to it by default. So what I'm doing, I'm calling this interface to this class with the help of this implements. It's going, so in the sense this class is going to implement this interface. So any class implementing the interface should provide the definition to the method present in the interface. So I'm providing the definition here to that. Okay, this is what about the interface is. So let me go back there. So now advantages of interface. So we can achieve 100% abstraction in Java. So that's what I've shown you, like how to achieve the 100% abstraction here. Okay, and now let me make you understand this one also. We can achieve multiple inheritance. So as we learned when we are learning the concept of inheritance, I've explained you like we can't achieve multiple inheritance in Java, and okay, but we can achieve that multiple inheritance only with the help of interfaces. So how to do that? It's very simple. So what I'll do is, um, let me remove this present here, and let me remove this too, and this one also. So now what I do is, I'll come here, I'll tell like interface. Okay, interface. So what is the example I can take is, so I can take an example of print. Okay, so also I can take, so let me remove this as of now, print detail. So these are the two interfaces. So now what I'll do is, I'll just define a method like void show method. This is the show method, and let me copy the same thing and let me put it here, and let me give it as hide. Okay, this is hide method with hide name. So now what I'll do is, first what I'll do is, I'll just, okay, to this class I'm going to implement both the interfaces. Okay, to this I'm going to implement so what is the objective I'm going to tell you is, if a class implements multiple interfaces, or an interface extends multiple interfaces, is known as multiple inheritance. So first let me show you, like this class is going to implement multiple interfaces, that is print as well as, okay, let me tell you, print as well as, the other one is detail. So now DETA, oh, it's a spelling mistake, sorry for that. So now what I'll do is, when I over on that, you can observe here two quick fix available. So add unimplemented methods. When I click on that, you can observe very clearly, okay, I've got a definition to both the methods which are present in the interfaces print and detail. So void public void hide for this one, as well as public void show for the interface print. So I can just, so now let me tell like, so this is going to just print system dot println. So it's going to tell like I'm hide method. Okay, and now this is show method. So now what I do is, I'll just create an object of the class sample. This is equal to new. So now when I tell s dot hide, I can see that here very clearly, and again I tell s dot show. So now when I run the program, you can observe it's going to print I'm hide method and the show method. So this is how we can achieve multiple inheritance. So I'm implementing two interfaces to a single class. So this concept explains like how can we achieve the multiple inheritance. So in the sense, what we are trying to do is, we are trying to implement print and detail to the sample class. Like what if I try to, okay, what if I try to inherit, okay, what if I try to inherit the print interface to a detail. So if you want to inherit, then you have to use a keyword extends. Okay, it's extends, it's going to add print. So now again you can observe here, okay, this is also called multiple inheritance. So I'm inheriting print interface to detail, and I'm implementing this detail interface to the class sample. So it's now the job of interface detail to provide the definition to the show method, and finally it's the job of the class sample to provide the definitions to both methods hide and show. So this is how we can achieve the multiple inheritance using the interfaces. So I hope you understood this. So let me close this and let me show you a complete definition here. You can observe here, this is one interface and this is the other interface, and this is the class and the main method and two methods implementation. So I hope you understood like what is interfaces and why we have to use it. So this is what about the interface. So finally, thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Ankpro Training. You can also like our Facebook page visiting this URL. You can also follow us on Twitter. Further reference, refer our website. We're on LinkedIn too. Last but not the least, please don't forget to give the feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.